So West Ham's summer spending continues. I mean, bloody hell, we've left it late, but we are now starting to do some business. And let's be honest, it's looking pretty good. Mavropanos then, the Greek defender from Stuttgart, about to sign for the club. It's all basically confirmed. He's completed his medical, just waiting for the final announcement now, which is very good. So this is a player that's a Tim Steidten recommendation. As you remember, we were basically on the cusp of signing Harry Maguire as our centre-half this summer. Manchester United appeared just a bit of a nightmare to deal with. I don't want to go into the Maguire thing, but it appears that, it was difficulty getting him out of that contract and paying him off and all these kind of things. I mean, it just seemed like a very expensive deal. That was always my concern with Maguire. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good player, and I think he would have done well for West Ham. I really do. But this appears the more sensible route for West Ham, really, not only in terms of money and things like that, wages, etc., but also age. We're going for a younger defender. Mavropanos as well. I mean, we'll talk about him a little bit more in a second, but I think could be a really, really shrewd bit of business here. So basically the deal is it's a £20 million initial payment for the player with £5 million add-ons. So which is, let's be honest, in today's market, that's very reasonable. It's also a 10% sell-on clause to Arsenal. So Arsenal are going to be entitled to a couple of £1 million out of this deal. So I'm sure that'll please them. I'm sure that'll delight everyone. Anyway, not going to worry about that. Let's just move on from that one. So the medical's done. Terms are agreed, and basically West Ham now are about to make the announcement formally, but it is basically done, a done deal at this stage, which is very, very good. We're going to get back to the video really shortly, but I just want to let you know this video is actually sponsored by NordVPN. Now, NordVPN are a private network that allow you as a fan to watch games from the comfort of your own home. You can change the region that you're in. It also allows you to watch films, TV shows, things like that. Now, the other big thing is it's also on travel costs. So being West Ham, where you're in Europe again, and also you might want to go on holiday, but you can also save some money on your flights, on your hotels, things like that. It's really worth it. And look, for the monthly subscription, okay, it's less than a pint or a coffee a month. Now, if you go to the link below and using nordvpn.com/West Ham Way, you get 4 months free, completely free. And also after that, you get a 30-day money back guarantee. So just click on the link, go on it, give it a try, see what you think. Anyway, that's the video. Now, one of those players, I know we've been linked to for a little while, and we've been, let's be honest, we've been linked to quite a few players. But I'll tell you what, you look at Mavropanos' career out in Germany since leaving Arsenal, he's been outstanding out there. And in fact, he's been rated as one of the best defenders in that league. This is a really good bit of business from West Ham. You look at it and think, wow. And I was speaking to someone that is an Arsenal fan, actually, funny enough, and they really rated him, said he was very good at Arsenal. And I know they let him go. I think they sold him for like £3 million, something like that. To Stuttgart, and no, he's done well, done really well, and very, very impressive resume if you look at how he's achieved what he's achieved in Germany, and the fact he's a Tim Steidten appointment, that excites me. That excites me because this is the man that we've been brought in to find these gems, to find these players that can come in and do a really good job. And in Tim we trust. And here we go. We've got our centre half. So, and it's nice, isn't it? Because it's a void that we need to get sorted, especially after the Chelsea game where we've lost a Gerd now for a match. He's going to miss the Brighton game on suspension for obviously picking up 2 yellow cards and getting sent off. So I'm not to suggest that Mavropanos will play against Brighton. I'm not convinced he will, because in fact that's a Saturday game and he's probably not going to be training until Tuesday, I imagine. I'm guessing that's going to be when he starts training. So I don't see him playing that game, but that's not to say he won't. But you imagine that Bono will probably play and he'll be on the bench. But who knows? Who knows? Really, really pleased. As I say, he's done very well abroad, and I'm actually really pleased with the signing. It's very good. He was at London Stadium, actually, pictured with Tim Steidten, if you've seen it on social media. So yeah, it's basically all about to be wrapped up and confirmed, which is very, very good. 25 years old, 6'4". A proper Moyes player as well in that regard, isn't it? A big lump in there, and that's exactly what we want. It does beg the question, though, what we're going to be doing now as in terms of how we're going to set up, because of course you've got a Gerd and Zuma, and they got Mavropanos and Agbona. I mean, you do wonder, are we going to go for a back three with the wing back system? Possibly, but then of course you do lose then someone in that midfield area, and at the moment we're struggling already to put the midfielders in that we've got. So it's going to be strange how we're going to set up. So whether there's going to be a bit of rotation going on, I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm interested to see how this all plans out. As I say, I'm not sure about the Brighton game. I can only imagine he will be on the bench. That's kind of what is being indicated at the moment, but it's hard to say. But I've got a feeling, yeah, I don't know about you, with these signings and the fact that we've, a good result against Chelsea, that's probably what's doing it a lot as well. But the fact is we've had the players come in like Ward-Prowse and Alvarez, who, by the way, Ward-Prowse was outstanding. And I thought Alvarez looked really good against Chelsea. It's just a bit of a feel-good factor, isn't there, about West Ham at the moment? It feels like things are starting to pick up. Considering the fact we've had quite a painful summer, losing Rice. And someone's watching this will know what I mean here. I'm not saying Declan. Rice. We lost Rice, and that was... painful, wasn't it? Very, very painful for the club. But I've got to say, I'm starting to get the feeling that the mood's starting to lift. I mean, we've got Brighton coming up, which, let's be honest, can always bring us back down to earth. We haven't beaten them once since they returned to the Premier League. Well, they're when they come up to the Premier League. So that's something we need to get sorted, and hopefully that will happen soon. But I'll be honest, I'll take a point there, most definitely. But I don't know. I've just got a good feeling at the moment. And if Mavropanos signing, I'm really behind. I think... Do you know what? I think this could be a real shrewd bit of business by the club.